Now, let's talk about this week's release, Faraaz. Many years ago, when 9/11 had happened, I was in college and preparing for a competition. That day was horrific and extremely disgusting. The world reframed the word terrorism. One of the first poems that I wrote was a poem on this subject. And it went like this. Chala wo momin bandhe kafan, qatl ki shakl mein lane aman, हाथों में चाबुक, सीनों में जलन, तू है बदनाम, तेरा खुदा नहीं हाफिज. जग सारा बैरी हुए हैं जलील, कोई नहीं सुनता अब मेरी दलील. मजलूम मेरा मजहब, चैन अब हराम, ये तेरा है काम, तेरा खुदा नहीं हाफिज. Hansal Mehta's yet another soul-stirring film knocks at this uncomfortable world of killing in the name of religion. The world of Muslims has been sharply divided due to the rise of killings in the name of jihad and extremism with the chant of the Almighty. This film is a clash between the minority that has picked guns and the majority that wants and has looked squarely in the face and in the eyes of the terrorists and dissociated themselves from them. It may be called clash between the good Muslim that some terrorists might call themselves as they turn violent to avenge the death of people who they share surnames with but have never met, and the people who have been fighting against violence when it's done with the chanting of a religious phrase. Hansal Mehta makes the viewer extremely uncomfortable by going into such gory details of extremism that you come out not just angry at them but also angry at yourself. For why did you take so long to condemn and stand up against those who kill in the name of religion? Bigotry is confronted here by people who protect the flame of the same faith that could and should guide the young out of the morass of prejudice. Steering clear of sensationalism, the story is set in just one night in July of 2016 when Bangladesh came to a screeching halt as 5 misguided youths hold many hostages in a high-profile restaurant in the capital Dhaka with guns. But as the gloomy and suffocating night unfolds, we see that these are just bullies who have little idea of how all of this will lead to the supremacy of one religion with machine guns. Faraaz Hussain, the privileged child of an influential family whom the leader of the militant pack, Nibras, knows very well. But Faraaz decides not to leave behind his friends. The conversation between these two boys makes the crux of the story and the discourse itself. Outstandingly performed by Zahan Kapoor and Aditya Rawal, I was seething with anger and disgust throughout the film. It's not for the faint-hearted really. Written by Raghav Kakkar, Ritesh Shah and Kashyap Kapoor, it's tackling the issue head-on without inciting hatred or playing to the gallery. It's the screenplay that's the hero. Sometimes stretchy, it does hold you tight into the night of fear and disgust. The bureaucracy, the layers in the police forces and the problems they face within. A lot has been dealt with quite patiently. Faraaz's mother, impeccably played by Juhi Babbar, represents a highly educated, English-speaking, caring mother of 2 well-raised boys whose father is apparently a big name in the higher layers of bureaucracy but still can't do a thing about the night. This is the good Muslim that suffers to death because of the killings of the bad Muslim who have been doing it without knowing the repercussions of their evil sins. I don't believe in binaries, but for the first time, it made sense to me. Yes, it is a binary. There is a clear divide. I came out knowing that terrorism and extremism needs to be condemned openly without any fear, or this is the world that we will breathe into a few decades later. I think the statement and the point that director Hansal Mehta is trying to drive in has been very clearly conveyed.